Welcome to this quick and simple explanation of how to use Table A and Table B when valuing annuities, a fiduciary interest, a usufructuary or other limited interests in property in the estate of deceased persons. What will and will not be covered in this podcast? A detailed explanation of limited rights in property will not be discussed. A basic understanding of these is assumed. A quick and easy explanation of how to use Table A and Table B is what you'll get. Why is it important to know how to value limited interests in property? When a person dies, all their property must be valued and included in their estate. This includes assets such as usufructs and annuities. Since these assets are not your normal assets that were once purchased and can be valued in the marketplace, special rules apply on how to value the right to use the property or to receive an annuity. The Estate Duty Act prescribes how these limited interests must be valued for purposes of a deceased estate and calculating the estate duty. It specifically states that the calculations for purposes of valuing annuities or usufructs or fiduciary assets shall be done in accordance with tables. Now, this is what they mean, Tables A and Table B. If we look at a quick example on how to value a usufruct, we start by determining the value of the underlying asset. So if you're left with a right to use a specific asset, that is the underlying asset which you should be able to get a fair market value for. The annual value of the right must be established, and according to the Act, this is an amount equal to 12% of the fair market value. Once you have this annual value, the right is then capitalized by looking at the specific period that the beneficiary will have the right, and that you will find in Table A and Table B. Table A is when you'll use when it's the right is over the life expectation period of the person then receiving that asset, the beneficiary's age. Table B will be used when it's been specified. So the right of use will be for a specific period, for example, of 5 years or 10 years. This is how Table A looks. This is how Table B looks. You can see in Table B the fixed period has been highlighted in this table, in this column rather. And then the factor, so if you get a specified period of 1 year, that is your factor. If we look at Table A, I'd like to explain it a little bit more in detail. So if the beneficiary, a male or a female, must be determined, and you will look at how old the beneficiary is at the time they acquire this right to to use the property or to receive an annuity. If at their next birthday they will turn 10 years old, they are expected to live another 56 years if they're a male, and if they're a female, for another 64 years. We don't take these amounts, we take these amounts, the factors for a male and a female. And then we multiply the annual value by these amounts, the factors. Now remember to always choose the right column. Make sure you're taking the male or the female column. And it's super important to make sure you look at the beneficiary's age at their next birthday. A quick example is assume we have the annual value already of a usufruct of 100,000 Rand, and we're looking at valuing this if the beneficiary is a female who becomes entitled to this usufruct, for example, at the age of 16 years and 3 months. We do not take the age as 16 in Table A. we must say at their next birthday they will be 17, and we find the factor then for a female who is 17 years of age at their next birthday. And you multiply the 100,000 annual value by the factor. And then the right of use of this usufruct is then valued at 832,000 Rand. The same will apply if it was for a male. You go and look in the male column. Again, if it's assumed they receive this annuity or the right when they are 17 years old and 9 months, we go to the next birthday, they'll be 18, and the factor for in the male column for someone who is 18 years old is 8,3. For table B, also very simple. You will look at table B and you'll find the specified age that's been, a specified period that has been given. If someone can have the right of use for a period of 10 years, you go and look in table B against 10 years and you'll find that the factor is 5,6. Note that we ignore fractions when it's for a specified period. So you cannot use something and say it's for a specified period of 8 years and 6 months. It will not be rounded up, or we rather round down and we say we use the full 8 years. I hope you found this very helpful and you know now when and how to use table A and table B.